Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyrannical Tuesdays. As always, I am D, and we're back here in the Gulf Glow. And said we were in the Gulf Glow Old Walls, but frankly,
right.
Turn off sneak mode. Oh right. We came out of the Gulf Glow Old Walls, and we're currently dealing with some royally hacked off beastmen. Alright, Dalinar. Smashy, smashy. Why is Ebb over there? She's also petrified.
I'll tear your skeleton out.
Healing potion. Alright, we got one more beastman to fight. We're gonna climb the cliff here. Once we get that, we gotta go around and collect some Azure. I think it's Azure Lith or Azurite. One of those two. Azure something.
I bring glory to my
Well, okay then. Lantry and Verse managed to stay on their feet, but
You didn't see nothing.
oh. Luckily, I think I should have managed to solve the issue I was having. Not just with the sound, but with the syncing up, because I used to have an issue where the audio was not quite synced, and I would have to edit it and figure out, oh, okay, I need to do this or this. But I should have had that fixed with a trick I decided to try. Hopefully that worked. How much of this crap do I have? Azure Lith. I've got a ton of Azure Lith shards. Climb down. Almost done with work for the year. That makes me sound lazy, I know, but being a teacher, you only, at least if you're not at a year-round or a boarding school kind of deal, you do only work for a good number of months out of the year. A lot of people I've heard are like, oh, it'll be easy to be a teacher because then I get like summers off. I could actually be a teacher in a summer school, but don't get me wrong, I do like teaching, and there's a lot of good stuff about it, but after 36 or so weeks, it's just easier to have some time off. Back to Howling Rock. At least I think that's what I was supposed to be doing. Also, I don't know if I ever explained this at the start, but the reason I did the tallies on the flag for my personal sigil, just kind of the whole, because I think I made Dalinar a pit fighter. Yeah, he is a pit fighter. He's a former pit fighter, so I was like, kill count. I think I was supposed to come back here, wasn't I? Bassalon, okay. At the Gulf Glow Old Wall, so I did go to the wrong place. Back to Bassalon. Okay, where? Oh, he's way over there. God, that's above. Luckily, I can just click and go. After this playthrough, I'll probably switch up and do a different Tuesday series for a while. We'll see. Alright, return to Radix. I'm still not 100% sold on the ending of this game. You'll see what I mean when we get there. I'll talk about it too. Once we get to it, because it's not a bad ending. It's just there's one part of it where I'm not a huge fan of the way the story goes. If you've beaten the game, you're probably understanding what I'm talking about better than somebody that hasn't played the game. Oh, right. But at the same time, please do not spoil it, because the ending is... Actually, I gotta say, much as I love this game, and I really, really do, the ending is probably the weakest part. $200, $264, $274. How does Lantry have more health than I do? Well, actually, I guess because his magic depends on him being healthy. Let's see. Yeah. Radix. Permanently part of that destroy the land clause, didn't you? Yes, I did. I don't really have a huge amount of choice in the matter here, Ebb. Except she doesn't, actually. Let us begin. I like Cadus. I'm just gonna step back from this one. Yeah, I actually do approve. I don't normally approve of Scorched Earth tactics, but then again, I also don't approve of a lot of things Kairos does. And we're under attack. Do not let them shatter the Azurelith nodes. That's actually why I went and explored a little bit before I got here. Because last time I did this, I didn't explore quite as much. That worked out well. I'm not entirely certain what's going on here, mostly because I'm pretty sure Ebb used her mist thing. Yep. I'm sure half these words are actually made up. Telluric is actually a real thing, but geotriadic resonance. Geotriadic, that's just... Maybe die less. What's funny is, when you actually do this, the chorus does not bother to mess with it. Once you fix one of them, the chorus is just like, okay, they did that one, we're gonna go on to the next one. Node number 2 is back aligned. Alrighty, let's... Useless to her. A little more damage to him, but it wouldn't make up for the recovery loss. Ooh. Some of that's reverse. And the rest will just go in the... Yes, it looks exactly the same.
Right.
Alright. This doesn't look good. I'm trying to remember how this... I know I won this last time, but... Actually, first order of business, let's get verse. Or not verse, ebb. Ooh. Hmm.
To battle.
You're not going anywhere.
I can't see shit. That's actually something in the game. That is an ability in the game. I'm having trouble seeing myself. Okay. I think we ended up with like a double casting of the obscuring mist or whatever the hell it was. Same issues.
Yes.
I may have to stop using ebb because of that mist thing.
I got it.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
On it.
There we go. That is all 3 staffs realigned. This actually does get us a bonus as well. You'll see what I mean in just a second once Karen's dead. And once again, the edict is absorbed into Dalinar. In this case, the Edict of Stone. The Archon of Stone's last shuddering breath, the Earthshaker's expelled the whole of his life force mixed with his arcane energy, now warped and twisted and thrust deep into the heart of the realm, a poisonous strike to forever rend the land. The edict breaks with an audible clap, and your stomach lurches from a sense of sudden weightlessness combined with an acrid tang in the back of your throat. An aftertaste of the rot that now infuses the land, so I basically just swallowed rot. It's done. The edict is no more, and we didn't blow up all of Taratus in the process. Like, yes! Damn straight. Yeah, average fear from verse. Average fear from ebb. Broken a number of Kairos edicts at this point. Not a claim that many could make. How do you make? Sure, no deal, please. Feels strange. Good point. A little dizzy. For now, future readers of the Chronicle, thank you for your time and introspection. Alright, where is Radix? Ah, it's right there. Could that have been more instrumental? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't even know what Actually, I do know, but my character does not know what's going on. Alright, what you can do is you go up here and you go to examine. 6 points. If you take the right hand, you get. I think you do actually get different bonuses depending on which one you take. I don't remember which one I took last time. Essence of his finesse, quickness, resolve, wits. So yeah, this is basically I'm gonna take the arm fragment because I'm a warrior.
Yes.
Alrighty. And now we exit after raiding. And that is how you kill an Archon. Well, one of them. I've still got one in my service, and I'm still kind of working for one, I guess, if you want to get technical. Alright, so we gotta head back to Ironheart, but first off we're gonna head to the Ocean Spire. Hopefully we get something done. Well, when I say something done, I don't mean... No, because we have accomplished something today. What it is will kind of blight the land for centuries, but hey, you can't make an omelet without permanently destroying someone's homeland, so just saying. Alright, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna
That's twice now. By Kyros's icy nevers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice. I think that's
maybe later I'll slay an Archon.
But others will see your actions and assume you're capable of just about anything, especially slaying an Archon.
That's all for now. Verse. Alright. Your service and say your duo raise. Yeah, he doesn't really pay me as far as I know. Mine for arcane wisdom. Yeah.
What do you need?
Alright, let's mess with the party. Is there actually a way to do that just without having to talk to somebody? Where's... Actually, come to think of it, where's Barrack? Let's talk to Siren, because she's going to replace Ebb for a bit.
What do you need? Well then, let's go.
Like I said, Siren...
I'll tack homeward. See you there. Goodbye to you too.
And Barrick's gonna come with us in Versus place. Huh, Barrick actually leveled up. Let's see, I want him using one-handers, so to upgrade his accuracy. Heroic defense. Siren does not have any points to spend, so...
It is rare
Speak
enough
of
that
Barrick.
anyone has the opportunity to proclaim an edict, much less break one. How are you holding up, Fatebinder? That is
To be honest, my head hurts.
I am no expert in arcane matters, but I understand that the will and commitment needed to shatter Kairos' magic are not resources in abundance. Take care that you don't exhaust yourself and become worthless to the war effort. What can I do for you?
We'll talk later. Now we're actually gonna head to Ironhearth. 17 out. Was it 17 hours to get to Ironhearth? We've only got 2 major parts left, and that's the Burning Library and dealing with the Scarlet Chorus over in Cacophony. I'm not the most super tactical person in a game like this, but then again, after a while, your characters get to the point where you don't need tactics, you just need to hit them. You just need to hit the enemy. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Because the Voices of Nerat. In comes some random guy. Lysander. Oh yeah, I forgot they tried to do this. Yeah, I'm willing to... What is Ashe's Finery? A hammer. One-handed. That's gonna go to... That would have to go to Barrick. He's currently using... an ardent bronze sword and a bronze axe. Here, have your commander's weapon. Which spire did it say they were attacking? The one in Vendrian's Well, okay. That might actually be the end of this episode here. We'll see. I'm going to turn my timer off. And yeah, we will just end it on the defense of the Spire and Vendrian's Well. My question is, who is Vendrian, and why is there a well named after them? The Sunset Spire. No, it's the Mountain Spire, that's the one. This is also where you get to find out just what breaking the edicts has done to you, I think. And I think I'm going to make this funnier. At least for me. It's a funny thing, last time I did this I thought I would have sworn that this came after going to the Burning Library and dealing with the Edict of Fire. We'll see. Thank you, Arenos. Well, I've got 5 spot. Oh yeah, this. Because this, you finally also find out what this device does. It's very important. And I don't just mean because it spins and makes a miniature sun. This is not going to turn into Spider-Man 2. Which was actually a decent movie. The orb in the center of the resonator spins with the push of some unseen force, where the structure once exuded warmth now gives off a ferocious heat that singes your face the longer you stare into it. It sounds like music swarms in the air around the structure, but it's painful and disharmonious to your ears. Well, this is shit. Spire would know some better songs, but I guess there's no accounting for taste. I don't know what makes you so special. Simple, Siren. I'm the master of the Spire. Spire is now fully awake as long dormant currents of energy dance to your presence. It's like something is shaking the Spire. Of course, can't pull off that sort of magic. What in Kairos' name is going on? Some warding magic or something like that ilk. Oh, I do actually, yeah. That's actually the thing. That's the fun part. Because the resonator, this thing, prepare yourselves. I have an edict to proclaim. Alright, so what I have to do is I have to select. There's 5 total edicts I could use. But I've only got access to. I've got the Edict of Storms and the Edict of Stone. Minus 15 to all magic skills, plus 30 control stone, plus 20 defense against prone attacks. Or I could go with what I did last time and do the Edict of Storms, which is what I'm probably going to do. Plus 25 control lightning, minus 30 control fire. And they take 50% more shock damage, but they only get plus 5 control lightning. We're going to issue the Edict of Storms. Kind of like the last time I did this. And I also do, and also I'm pretty sure I was also the Stormcaller in this one, in this playthrough, rather than the Firestarter. Yep, the Resonator basically allows me to proclaim edicts of my own. Without having to use Kairos' power to do it. What in Graven Ashe's name? I need to read. Yeah, I did that. I assure you, that was me. Yeah. Yeah, I just proclaimed the Edict of Storms. And now, let's go kick some ass. The edict you pick does actually have an effect on the battlefield as well. Like this time with the Edict of Storms, there will be lightning falling on this. It'll be rain and heavy lightning. Basically, the Scarlet Chorus is screwed at this point. Although they do manage to break my gate. Yeah, like I said, heavy lightning, 3 dead already. At least I think they break the gate. They scatter. Oh, they managed to get inside somehow. Sure, keep playing that such weather comes to your aid. It doesn't struck dead by lightning. Should have startled the dead weights. Bravest with approach to tearing off your limbs, one joint at a time. Alright, Death Knell. Okay, I'm not sure which one. Either I can scare them off by threatening them with that, or I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it this way. Wonder which of you will scream the longest before dying.
Send them at me in waves.
That's how it's done.
You are a spellcaster. You need to die. Okay, I can do that. Real quick level for Barrack. Give him more ability to hit people, or more ability to hit people heavier. Make it so he can engage more people. Yeah, your Meteor Storm really didn't do much. You know what? Rain of Iron. Actually, I don't remember what it's actually called. What is that actually called again? Iron Storm.
Will do.
You're a sage. And now you're stunned. Oh, Siren actually got injured. Tell Nerat what you saw here, indeed. If you brave enough to stand their ground against your Edict of Storms are dead, the day is ours. To me and my brother. Please perched up the spire, with a commanding view of your enemy fleeing across the valley. And that's kind of the end of Act 2. Shocked and demoralized by your display of power and the ease with which you dispatch their leader, the Scarlet Corps fighters lose their nerve and scatter in defeat. The survivors carry with them fearful murmurs of the powerful Archon Dalinar, a being of enormous might who can cast an edict with the same authority as the Overlord. Yeah, that right there is important to remember. Confusion sets in across the realm. Amid the whispers and misinformation, one fact remains consistent. The Overlord's power has been challenged. You safely assume that such rumors are making their way back to Kairos. The high winds of your edict sweep the air, dashing debris against your spire. Torrential rain falls, hitting hard enough to bruise bare skin. Lightning strikes the ground, endangering anyone out in the open. It isn't long before the storm begins to wane, slowly falling from a gale to a light rainstorm, and after a few days becomes a simple breeze. Eventually the skies calm as your edict dissipates, releasing Vendrian's Well from its grip. You gather a small council of your closest allies and plan your next steps from the safety of your spire. No sooner do you get started than Callio, Fatebinder of Tunon, pays a visit, bearing an important message. We'll listen to Callio's message, and that'll be the episode, because this has actually run on a little bit longer. Mostly because the battle for the spire is kind of awesome. Hey, Callio. Keep bringing out this little spire you've been calling your own. You've slaughtered those who would take your lands. I think your claim is as official as it gets. Your question is, how did you this convincing impression of the Overlord Taratus has ever seen? That's a very good question, Callio. Not entirely sure what to make of you these days, Dalinar. They all say you spoke an Edict of Storms, not a proclamation of any Edict of Kairos, but your own Edict of Storms, your own mystical storm. A mere Fatebinder, of that much we can be certain. Proclaim and broken the Overlord's edicts perhaps one too many times. You think? You could do that when I first met you. I'd maybe have tried in earnest to kill you. For the sake of Taratus, that the right person has inherited this gift. I don't know what to make of you, Fatebinder. Proclaiming and breaking the Overlord's magic, claiming these awful towers. It should come as no surprise that an edict is within your grasp, but I still find room for surprise. You're powerful in ways that gang bosses and mages aren't. You commanded this place to do your bidding and unleash something incredible on the world. This isn't the work of a Fatebinder. If anything, it's the work of an Archon. Beastwoman will follow Alpha from here to ends of Tears Land and farther still. I'm not going to read the rest of that because the Beastmen speaking method is a little weird. How you're able to do this, but it isn't power that any scholar can wield. This is something else. You're not some ambitious hedge mage who learned it out of a book. You're more like an Archon, where it just comes naturally. You may have a little trouble, but I didn't think you had a touch of the Overlord's power in you. I genuinely had no idea. If it worked, you decided to play with the arcane equivalent of a mountain tipping over? My confidence in you swells. Thank you, Siren. Thanks, I've always been the magic of Kairos and Kairos alone. Well, the casting edict would be pretty crazy, and yet a sane man watching what you just did would see the power of the Overlord in your voice. Just to play the fool. Congratulations, I think? Orders direct from the Overlord. Kairos has decreed two things. First, the Overlord has demanded that one and only one Archon is fit to rule the Tiers. To that end, the Archons are to settle through death or dominance who is the one Archon fit to inherit the Tiers. In the second decree, Kairos has decreed you are the newest Archon. So the other Archons now orders to control or destroy you and the other way around. This is why I try to avoid getting Kairos' attention. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Callio. This is command, not an edict. Task has its own reward. We represented Kairos' peace. Kill and maim each other without breaking any laws. What of the court? Tunon has the emotional range of pumice, but Blood and Mark seems almost giddy. I think the old Shadow is already putting names on his daggers. I was wondering if Blood and Mark would hear this order and probably stab Tunon, but no, it would seem the Archon of Shadow is happy to serve Tunon. Makes sense, I've never known the old Shadow to crave that kind of power. You'll have to deal with them too, and I fear greatly for how that will turn out. I imagine Tunon is too loyal to bow to you, and Blood and Mark too proud to accept you as his better. No way this ends well for some of us. Actually, you can make Tunon bow to you if you're smart. Thank you for delivering this message. Setting we will bow to one of the other Archons. Wish you the best of luck in your upcoming struggle. Know that when you come for Blood and Mark and Tunon, and the other Fate Binders won't interfere. Let's get one thing clear. I want no part of this little contest. The rest of you madmen can fight over the right to rule this mountainous shithole. Thank you, Siren. Thank you, Siren. Just don't let Nerat get away with a bat of the eyelashes and a polite surrender. You think I'm gonna... I don't like the Voices of Nerat. And the others binders have been asking, can you do this again? And Wall believes in you. Another, who shall remain nameless, takes the more cynical stance. Warlord has a hand so far up your ass you can puppet your mouth, and you couldn't cast a second edict if you tried. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen to us? Entry, dictation, please. Let's aim for the Stone Sea first. Edict of Storms. I like storms. And nothing happens. Truth that I haven't learned yet. Certainly worked when you used your own voice. That your voice is not part of, at least so far. Yeah. Basically, I cannot make other people give an edict, but I can do my own. Tunon gain average wrath. Try this again some other day. Yeah, I only gain 1 wrath from Tunon, so... Rubel Taratas, look me up. If you're successful, I know I'll need of a new Archon to serve. I know I'm mostly sober, but just so we're clear, you did just issue an edict, right? Archons, this whole chapter of the Chronicle it's reading like fiction. So ordered all the Archons to fight it out until only the strongest remain. I now safely say that the Scarlet Course philosophy has been vindicated. Okay, I'll agree with that. Yeah. One last thing. I'll stop you being the second coming of the Overlord, and I almost forgot my duties. Court summons from Blood and Mark. Suggest you read it carefully as part of your purpose. Your trial may depend on it. Good luck, Archon. Well, you're gonna have to wait and see what Blood and Mark wants with me, but... Great Generals pulls troops back to Iron Hearth. Final push Stone Sea and Cacophony. Yeah. Make sure the Graven Ashe. You know me Fate Binder any longer. Archon to Archon. Such things are more complicated. Good luck. Like I said, next time we'll see what Blood and Mark wants, and we'll go from there. But this episode is done, folks. It's actually run on about 5-6 minutes long. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. And if you want to keep up with me and never miss any of my current series, please feel free to click the subscribe button down below or the icon at the end of the video. As for that, folks, I have been D. We have managed now to become the newest Archon, and there's a war coming. So good night, and good gaming.